And here's a ball knocked away. UNI's going to come away with it. Sonnen kicks it out. Bohannon wants three for the lead, and he gets it. You bet. Matt Bohannon. It's the first matchup of 2013 for the UNI Panthers as they look to bounce back from a loss at Wichita State, and they face the red-hot Indiana State Sycamores. Good evening, I'm Brad Wells, joined with Kevin Lehman as the UNI Panthers play host to the Indiana State Sycamores. Both teams that finished their non-conference portion of the schedule with impressive wins, and both know how tough it'll be to win in the Valley.
Indiana State coming off very conference play.
Indiana State opened MVC play with a win over Illinois State as we take a look at the Bud Light starting lineups with Jake Odom, DeJuan Cummings, Manny Arop, RJ Mahurin, and Justin Gann. And we take a look at the CFU Sycamore watch. It's a two-headed monster.
Well, Jake Odom.
Sonnen to James. Nice feed inside to Tuttle.
Picks Chapman's pocket.
And a slam dunk for Dion Mitchell, the sophomore, out of Pflugerville, Texas. Throws it down to give UNI a three-point lead.
Get him involved in the offense.
And he's now 0 for 7 for the Panthers. Gibbs with a lob for Echenike, and he stuffs it down with two hands. Left open at the three-point line by his defender, and the finger roll for two. Cook feeds Tuttle down low. Nice touch off the glass for Seth Tuttle as Cook almost lost it. Now cuts it into Mitchell. The layup is good, and Dion Mitchell with 12 points. Cook skip pass. Sonnen wants another three. How about that? 3 for 3 to start the night for the senior Mark Sonnen. We have 1 minute to play here in the first half. James right to the rim. Easy lay-in for Anthony James. He's got 4.
Just give him a
It's another tough Missouri Valley Conference matchup as there's two teams looking to get on a roll, about to tip it off in just a few moments. Good evening, I'm Brad Wells, joined with Kevin Lehman as the UNI Panthers host the Evansville Purple Aces as the Aces have won 2 Missouri Valley Conference games in a row. The UNI Panthers are coming off a very key win on the road over Illinois State. 61-54, and for the second consecutive year, the UNI Panthers knock off a ranked Creighton Blue Jays team inside the McLeod Center. Quick hands by the Creighton defense, now 12 on the shot clock for UNI. Jake Cook just hit a basket, wants another one, in the lane, tough shot, and he got it.
The hang and the hit by the...
Here's Jake Cook, dishing it down to Peel, kick up top, James, a deep three, you bet. Well, Anthony James from downtown.
We've seen some good plays out of Austin.
So McDermott and Gibbs lead the way for Creighton. They've each got 12 points for the Panthers. Dion Mitchell with 12 and Seth Tuttle with 10. The two sensational sophomores for UNI leading the way as the interlude breaks out here in the McLeod Center. A UNI Panther tradition gets everybody going, especially a packed student section like we have tonight.
And we have
Evansville's wins in the Valley over Missouri State, Southern Illinois, getting good contribution from their 4 seniors as we take a look at the Bud Light starting lineups. As 4 seniors in the starting 5, including a stat machine Troy Taylor, a big-time shot blocker and freshman Egidius Muscavicius, but the player to watch on this Evansville team, one of the best scorers in the league in Colt Ryan, who's on our CFU Ace Watch.
The name alone.
Every team talks about protecting their home floor. The UNI Panthers will try and do that when we come back. As you're watching Panther basketball on the Panther Sports Network. Trying to slice through that Sycamore defense. Flips it to Tuttle. There's a kick out. Bohannon for 3. Yes. Matt Bohannon good for 3. The redshirt freshman from Marion out of Lindbar High School. Defenses. 2-point ball game as Cummings fires, misses. James with the rebound, quickly to the rim, layup off the glass and in for Anthony James, his second bucket of the game. As Smith misses and Tuttle with the rebound. The Panthers putting together a run as they've got it tied at 23, looking to grab the lead. James may have gotten away with a walk. Here's Tuttle for 3, and it's good. Seth Tuttle from downtown again. The UNI men have won 3 MVC games in a row, and the Creighton Blue Jays have lost their last 2. Sets up an interesting matchup for tonight. Good evening, I'm Brad Wells, joined with Kevin Lehman as the Panthers play host to the Blue Jays in a rivalry game that's really heated up since Greg McDermott, a former Panther player and head coach, took over at Creighton. But just this week, his Blue Jays fall out of the top 25 in the AP poll.
the last time these teams
Gains
met.
another rebound, kicks it out to Sonnen. Open three. You bet. He's 2 for 2. A 7-point victory for the UNI Panthers over 23rd ranked Creighton in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Brad Wells, Kevin Lehman with you tonight, and it was a big win for the UNI Panthers, and it was a big second half for that UNI defense as Doug McDermott just 3 points in that second half.
And
Doug McDermott with 31 points in Omaha in the first meeting, held in check here tonight with just 15, did finish with a double-double, and Jake Cook hits the 1,000-point mark and a huge second half.
And you got to
Thanks
a point
a
in
lot
the
for
game.
joining us here today.
You bet. It's good to see you.
Yeah, and you guys had a big week last week with National Signing Day.
It was. It was a good day. It was an intense day, but we've got them all on the dotted line.
Is it a stressful time for you guys, or do you mostly know who's signing?
No, it's very stressful anymore. There's a lot of decisions. Big Ten.
All right, well, Coach, thanks a lot for joining us. It's a lot of fun watching those FCS schools play very tough against the FBS teams. As we're here at halftime, the UNI Panthers against the 23rd-ranked Creighton Blue Jays. It's a 7-point lead. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Panther basketball on the Panther Sports Network. Panthers starting with Deion Mitchell, Mark Sonnen, Anthony James, Seth Tuttle, and senior Jake Cook. And our CFU Panther Watch is the senior that's closing in on 1,000 points.
the senior from St.
Welcome back inside the McLeod Center with a 7-6. UNI Panthers play host to the 8-4 Indiana State Sycamores. The UNI Panthers have an 11-game home court winning streak dating back to last year. And as we take a look at the 4 keys to the game for Indiana State, it'll start with the defense.